New Zealand is a natural paradise. Every year, thousands of tourists flock to see our famous mountains, lakes, and rivers. But those lakes and rivers, like those in countries all over the world, are at risk of eutrophication.
But what is eutrophication? Eutrophication is the process whereby excess nitrate and phosphate ions from fertilizer runoff cause extreme algal blooms in rivers and lakes, decreasing oxygen levels and seriously damaging ecosystems. To find out more, I interviewed a leading scientist at Tasman Council.
What I'd like to know first is, how does the nutrients get from the farmlands to the rivers?
Well, it's a process that's is driven from the soil and then into groundwater and then through into either springs, the spring feds rivers, or through poor water and then into streams through the stream bank. Then it's pretty much gone. You can't do much about it until it gets towards the springs. Then you can pump and treat it, but that's a lot of cost. Nitrogen is the main issue that leaches the most frequently. That happens through either fertilizing, over fertilizing, or from urine from animals.
Our product is a system comprising of two parts. Our proprietary combination of various ion-sinking chemicals react with excess nitrate and phosphate ions in the water, acting as an absorbent. This comes in the form of deployable pods. These pods are serviced by a fully autonomous water drone, which restocks the depleted chemical cartridges and transports the waste products to our manual stations. Our double-hulled catamaran design provides the stability, even in rough conditions, to maintain high efficiency. The autonomous GPS guidance system eliminates the need for human input and its associated risks. A study by Dalia A. Ali et al. Demonstrates an effective method to remove phosphate ions from water using roller kiln industrial solid waste, a byproduct from ceramic production. By doing so, it can reduce waste and eutrophication at the same time. The second study about iron magnesium manganese LDH, a hydrotelsite-like compound by Hongguang et al. Shows promising results of removing nitrate ions from aqueous solutions. It can remove up to 86.26% of nitrate ions. Our mixture will consist of 60% roller kiln waste and 40% iron magnesium manganese LDH to effectively remove excess fertilizers from rivers and lakes.
The holes were printed in segments out of PLA, bolted together, then painted with 3 layers of epoxy resin to create a watertight hole. For redundancy, I filled expanding polyurethane foam into parts of the hole to maintain buoyancy, even if there was a leak, thus saving the electronics and preventing further littering. After that, these holes are connected using 3D printed PETE brackets and wooden posts for durability with wires running along them. The boat is powered by 2 40-amp speed controllers, which drive 2 drum motors to produce thrust. I chose air motors instead of water propellers to eliminate the risk of foreign materials or seaweed getting tangled into the props. Finally, the boat runs on INAV flight firmware and is connected via long-range 2.4 GHz Express LRS radio link, if manual input is required. Here's the boat running a 600-meter long waypoint mission, fully autonomously using its GPS antenna to determine its position and its magnetometer to determine its heading.
Around the world, many governments, councils, and environmental agencies face pressure to protect Earth's waterways. IoNZ will market to these groups, providing a non-invasive, cost-efficient strategy, which we're sure will catch on. In regions with strict regulations, farmers are welcome to use our straightforward approach.
For large lakes and long rivers, we offer a subscription service. Product installation will cost $30,000, with a lower annual subscription of $20,000 to cover maintenance, costs, and generate revenue. Initially, our product will only be available in New Zealand, but we soon hope to extend our service to North America and Europe. IONZ is dedicated to building a sustainable future. The waste products from our service can be sold to fertilizer companies, which can use the nitrate and phosphate ions to produce lawn and garden fertilizers, avoiding a cycle of eutrophication. By recycling fertilizers, we will help to reduce the reliance on costly fertilizer production plants and prevent the re-entry of these excess ions back into the ecosystem.
We're devoted to replenishing and revitalizing Earth's freshwater ecosystems through our innovative approach, and we hope you join us in our fight to end eutrophication once and for all. We are IoNZ.